Hey everyone, it's and today I was talking to somebody about interaction systems, and I haven't really done my own interaction system until I did it today, and I did it in C++, but I kind of like everything else, this is written for blueprints. So if you're in your C++, wherever you're at, this is my character in my game. You're going to be doing this from your character. This is interaction. So we'll just come down here to the bottom. Um, we'll just come down here to the bottom, and this needs to be in a public section, but we're going to need two U functions. The first one is blueprints callable, and the category is going to be interact. And the first one is a Boolean return try interact, and takes an F vector, which is the trace start point, and float, which is the max interact range. Hello, typing. Okay. And then the next U function is a blueprint implementable event, and the category is also going to be interact. Awkward. Anyway, void, because this is an implementable event, on interactable hit. This is going to be great. We're going to return just an actor pointer reference we'll call hit actor. This is up to you what you want to do on this. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just passing through the actor to show you how this works. But you could expand on that, what the return values are. But on the try interact, we're going to just define this as we come here. So to start, this is going to be a line trace interaction, so we need to make the variables for the line trace. And that starts with an F hit result that we're going to call local hit. And then we need an F vector, which is the trace end point, and that's going to be equal to the trace start plus, and then get, this is going to be up to you as well, get actor forward vector. I don't know, you can do different line traces if you want, but times max interact range. This is just a pretty straightforward interact. And then we'll need an F collision query params. Call params. And we're going to take the params and add ignored actor, which is going to be this, because we don't want to catch ourselves in the line trace. And then now that we have our variables, now we need to perform line trace check for hit, right? So get world, where all the line traces happen. And then it's going to be line trace single by channel. The first, it takes a local hit, is that. The start point is the trace start. The end is the trace end. The collision channel, here we go. Come back into your project. This is my project. You're going to come into edit, into project settings, type in trace. And right now there's damage, but we're going to hit new trace channel, and we're going to call it interact. And the default response is going to be set to ignore. And then now you have interact channel. Okay. Now that you have that, now we come back here and you need to go find the file default engine.ini. Default engine ini, and then you're going to control find interact, just that we called it interact, and you're going to look back. This is ECC game trace channel 2. You're just going to copy that, and then we're going to come back in here. That is the line. You're just going to paste that as the next one. And then the next one is params, and we're not gonna fill in the last one. We don't need to fill in the last one. That's all you need to do. Now, uh, that's the line trace. Now, if it gets a hit, the cool thing is it returns a Boolean if it gets a hit. So it's just very convenient that you can declare a Boolean B has hits and set it equal to that. So then when you come down here, you can just say if, and then B has hit, right? So if there's a hit in there, then what you can do is, well, you just get actor from hit result to send to BP event, which is just declaring an actor pointer reference called hit actor. And the local hit right here in the line trace is by reference, so this will be filled in now. If you have a hit and it's successful, this hit actor will be filled in, or the local hit will be filled in. So local hit dot get actor, right? And then now you have the actor fire BP event, which is on interactable hit, and it takes an actor pointer reference of the hit actor. And then return is B has hit. We're just going to return back here whether or not we have a hit at all. Kind of like how the line trace single returns a Boolean if it has a hit, this whole function is going to return it again as well. So anyway, yeah, so run a line trace if it's got hit the actor. Okay, here we go, hit that, hit that. Now we're going to save, close down our editor, and we're going to rebuild from IDE because live coding doesn't always work. Now we're back in here. We need to open up our character, BP player character. Okay, so we wrote all those functions. You're gonna do this on key bindings and everything where it's proper. F was interact, so let's use F as interact here. Okay, so we should have this function called try interact now, right? So we wrote that in C++, right? When you click on it, reading C++, so you can't do it. So the trace start, we're just going to get our location. You can start that trace if you want to put a scene component and do whatever you want that you pick. And then we're going straight ahead. We'll go 250 units. Now, I do this Boolean return, so if you want to do logic, you could do logic of, okay, I did hit something, so I want to perform this logic, or, oh, I tried to interact, but I didn't hit anything, so we're going to do this logic. That's an option. I don't even use it, but I just give it to you, I guess. And then, remember we wrote the on interactable hit. So then now we have event on interactable hit, and it sends us out the hit actor, right? So then we just need to come into your folder. This is wherever you're doing it because I'm doing it for test purposes. We're going to come into here into the blueprint interfaces and just make a BPI CPP interact, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to say interact with. And that is the name of the function, and that's all you need, because it's just an interaction. There you go. Now, come back here and make an actor. This is going to be interact test cube. And we are going to add a cube to it. Make it the default scene root, and then you need to do two things. One, we need to find collision. And in collision presets, we go to custom, and you see the interact channel that's there. By default, we put it to ignore, but you need to now put it to block. So it needs to block the interact channel first, and then your item also needs to come to class settings, and under the implemented interfaces, we need to add BPI, CPP, interact, whatever you called it. You need to add that. So now that you have those two things back on your event graph, you come into your interfaces, click interact with. Off here, you do whatever you want. Print string, I'm interacting with you, ha ha ha. I don't know. You just do that. Print string, I'm interacting with you, ha ha ha. So now we got this here, right? This we just call interact with on the BPI CPP interact with. Now, who's the target of that call? Well, the hit actor, isn't it? So now, all I gotta do is come out here and get my interact cube. I will set it here. And now, my player, walk over to the interact cube, hit F. I'm interacting with you. And there it goes. You can interact with anything you want, and all you gotta do is just hook this up. Hope that helped you guys. Have a good one.